He's okay with it. All right, let me see Zico's video. I want to see, this is Zico's strategy when he went against Snutz in the dual tourney, and I want to see the kind of prep and effort. He's also in the guild, which I'm all for. Let's see.
This was my emergency strategy against Warlock. I'll show you guys a lot of stuff. We'll talk about everything leading up to it. We'll talk about everything, guys. It's all out there. I have nothing to hide, so I spent all that time farming this this Shadow Res gear for it to, in the end, just be completely fucking trash anyway. It's a shame it didn't work. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys about all the sweat that happened. Okay,
let's go.
Story time. It's story
I
time.
love this stuff.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So on Skull Rock, there is this pattern, right? It's called Stygian set. Ruined Stygian boots, leggings.
He leveled tailoring for this.
The belt. So the stats on this set is stamina, shadow res, MP5.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Now, in order to get the ruined Stygian set, this is what you gotta do. You gotta get the pattern. Now, unfortunately, no one on the server had the pattern.
Oh my god,
the way
no.
You get the pattern is you get it in this box right here. So let's go. Ruined Stygian boots. So if you want to get this, you get it from this box. It's
Unlucky.
a 2% drop in this box, right? In order to get this box, you have to do a quest chain all over in Silitus here, which unlocks Hermit or Tal. This quest chain, it involves like killing a bunch of mobs, blah, 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 blah. You turn in 10 Twilight
I'm gonna grab my
texts.
food. I'm listening.
He takes it, and then 8 hours later, he sends you a mail with the box. Now, you can buy those on the auction house. The problem is, hold on, no, you guys haven't heard anything yet. The problem is there is no Twilight texts on the entire auction house on Skull Rock Horde. So what I did was I did the whole quest chain. Then I made an alliance character, paid people to summon me to Booty Bay, made a second alliance character, and I'll present them to you right now. I'll be back at the Senzu. Don't go anywhere. So if you go back here, I present to you, ladies and gentlemen, El Haglo in Stranglethorn Vale. And of course, his brother, El Susso in Stormwind City. El Haglo, I would sell the best jerky that money could buy, 500 gold, on the neutral auction house. Buy it on, I would trade a friend, and then he would buy it of El Haglo, or of El Haglo. Then El Haglo would send his gold to El Susso. El Susso would then go to the auction house on the Alliance side, buy up all of the Twilight texts, send them back to El Haglo.
Mouse.
Then
Beach mouse.
Posted them on the neutral auction house, and then my friend again had to instantly snipe it because you can't buy your own auctions. He would buy all of the Twilight texts, trade them to my mage, who would then go to Silitus every day and turn in hundreds and hundreds of texts. I turned in so many texts until I got all 3 recipes. We got all of the 3 recipes, okay? On the mage. This took us probably like 1,500 gold straight up. We bought up the entire auction house supply on Ali's side every time it was up. So we did that, okay? And then we were the only person on the server who could craft Ruined Stygian set. Then we ran UBRS. Now, UBRS, as you guys might know, I pretended for the longest time that I wanted this trinket. I could not give a rat's ass about this trinket. The reason why I was doing UBRS was because this guy drops this helmet right here. Dragon skin.
Oh my god.
Okay?
The random enchantment.
Because this was my Snutz deck. And I knew if I run into Snutz, I'm going to need some shit. The way this works is this boss has a 12.87% chance to drop the Dragon Skin Cowl. And then the Dragon Skin Cowl, as you can see, it says random enchantment. That is always a random resist. So this is a 16% chance of a 13% chance. So it's basically 2% chance to drop. I
Okay,
ran
at least
so
it's
much
only
Ubi RS
resist.
until I got the right one. Then I did all of the turn-ins over at EPL,
Oh my god.
which costed me even more gold to enchant it with 10 Shadow Res. Okay? I ran Skolomance. This is a 1.5% drop rate ring, and it can proc a random resist. I ran Skolomance until I got fucking exalted with Argent Dawn. Then, every single day for the entire tournament, since like day 5, I looked for the talisman.
Oh my god.
The talisman right here. This is a 0.1% or like 1% drop.
I want to see his
in
total
Dire
shadow
Maul
resist.
off of trash. And it's not just any trash. It's those specters in Dire Maul that drop this thing. And it did not exist on the auction house until the very final week of the tournament, where it popped up on the Alliance auction house. The guy posted it for 700 gold, 400 gold bid. I stayed up the whole night watching the auction because I didn't have enough gold. So I bid 400 and
He bidded it
like it was the
holy
black
shit
fucking auction. El Suso was on fire. Then, after I got the talisman, I had to move the talisman. So I sent it over to El Haglo. El Haglo posted it on the neutral auction house. And my friend was ready to snipe it. Guess what fucking happened? A fucking bot, level 1 in Stranglethorn Veil.
No.
Bought it before my friend. I swear. So now I'm whispering some like level 1 Chinese bots. Actually, it might even be online. Let's check. Oh, wait. This is Alliance. Let me log on Horde. No way. I swear.
God damn it.
There was a level 1 Chinese bot called Greetings All that fucking sniped it. So now I'm haggling with this fucking bot, trying to buy my own neck back, and I don't want him to know, yo, I'm fucking desperate. I'll go for 500 G if that's what it takes to buy this fucking thing. So I whisper him, I was like, yo, dude, you bought my auction, like, you know, fair play to you. Do you mind selling it to me? He's like, how much? I was like, I'll give you 100 G. Does that sound good? He's like, yeah, that sounds good. We got the neck. We got the Stygian set. We got the rings. We got all of the shadow resist shit that we needed. We're starting to stack it up. There was one thing missing, though. And that, my friends, is Juno's Shadow. Juno's Shadow, which is a cloak, which drops in Stratholm. 0.1% drop rate cloak. This bad boy appeared on the Alliance side. I did all of this off stream, obviously. Yes. This bad boy appeared on the Alliance side. We bought it. We smuggled it over successfully. Then we also bought the Shadow Resistance rings. And not only did we buy the Shadow Resistance rings, every time I saw a Frost Res ring on the auction house, I bought it and deleted it. You can see here, Frost Res rings. I just bought, every time I saw them, I just bought them and deleted them. Just so people wouldn't fuck with me, you know, in the tournament. When I say there was sweat, you guys have no idea how much sweat there was. There was... holy shit, there was sweat.
That's so funny.
So, we got the full...
Oh my god.
Okay. We got the Stygian boots. We got the ring from Skolo. We got the Shadow Resistance.
Oh my god.
Almost top roll. The gloves from Skolo. We got the Shadow Reflector. We got... And this is where it's even more interesting. We got the Funeral Cups with Shadow Res. We got the Sorcerer Ropes for Spell Pen to counter Frost Res. And
that was so fucking funny.
You guys have no idea how much sweat there was. There was...
I gotta hear it again.
Holy shit, there was sweat. So, we got the full Shadow Res set.
I think I didn't go back far enough.
We got the Stygian boots. We got the... Wouldn't fuck with me, you know? I just bought... Every time I saw them, I just bought them and deleted them. Just so people wouldn't fuck with me.
It's okay.
And this is where it gets...
Where's the Shadow Resist? I want to see his total.
Cups with Shadow Res. We got the Sorcerer Ropes for Spell Pen to counter Frost Res. And we got the Argent Shoulders, which I, again, crafted myself. We got the Eidolon Talisman, and we got the Dragon Skin Cowl. So
what's it at? What's it at?
We're looking at 259 Shadow Res. Now,
God!
Would actually be higher. So this would be 265 with without any buffs. And we would also use Gift of Arthas, which is another 10 shadow res.
Oh my
and
god.
also we had this elixir. Do I still have any left? I don't think I have any more left, but I used them up on in the tournament. But it's an elixir that lasts 30 minutes. It's undispellable, and it gives 15 to all res. So we had all of that. Oh, yeah, wait. We were missing this one. Okay, so we were sitting at 275 res. With the Gift of Arthas, we would be at 285. And then with the pot, we would be at 300, which is hard cap. Hard cap. You cannot have more resistance than that.
Wow.
I mean, you can, but it doesn't do anything unless they have Spell Pen. Then, and Peyo can attest to this, because I was in calls with Peyo. Yes, I would have Mark of the Wild and I would have Shadow Protection too, but I didn't want to risk getting my shit dispelled or somebody dying who can buff me. Because you guys saw in the finals, I didn't have Shadow Protection. I didn't want to rely on anything that would take me under the cap. Now, I'm going to show you guys a website. This website, I would have, let's say,
I'm blind.
4,500 health in my resist set. And 300 shadow res. This would give me almost 16k effective health. Now, with shadow protection pot, I would be at like, let's say 8,000. So I would be a literal raid boss. Now, my strat against Snutz
28,000.
And this is where it gets sweaty. And this is, Peyo can, if you ask Peyo about this, he will confirm this. I was in fucking Ragefire Chasm every
RFC?
single night, leveling my fucking staff. This took so long to level. And I wanted Headmaster's Charge specifically for Snutz. And I enchanted it with Demon Slaying. And you guys remember, I told you guys, oh yeah, I want Demon Slaying because it looks cool. I wanted Demon Slaying. And you know what else I wanted? I wanted melee Jujus. I wanted the Jujus. You see these?
He's actually going to go melee mage.
Strength Jujus. I was going to use that. And I was going to use Elixir of Demon Slaying, which gives you 265 AP against demons specifically. And I was going to run at Snutz with 30,000 health, spam sheeps on him, and auto attack his fucking dog.
Oh my god!
That was 100% my strat. Now, the reason why I didn't do this strat, after spending probably 3,000 or 4,000 gold, I decided, well, shit, it's time to test my theory here and see if it works. So I went out in Durotar and I dueled a warlock and I dueled a priest. And what I thought was going to happen was that I was going to resist everything he does. I was going to get mana back every time I resist. And I was going to be completely unkillable. That was the strategy.
Yeah, magic absorption.
Pass him, kill his dog, and win. Now, what actually happened, and this is where we need Desenzo here, our homie. Now, I want you to max rank, pain me, spam it like 10 times in a row. Without letting it even tick, just spam it. So, as you can see here, it says resist, but what I'm resisting is the application of, like the dot shadow weaving, but the dot itself can never resist. So I'm resisting this, the shadow vulnerability. I thought I was going to be able to resist the dot application.
You can't resist.
You see? Every time he dots, what I resist is shadow vulnerability, but I can't resist the actual dot. Now, I'm not sure if that's how it works. I can only resist the dot if he's not hit capped. And, like the natural 1%. So I'm not sure if that's a thing. And also, okay, stop. Now look at my damage that I'm taking. Actually, wait. We need to do a complete new dot, okay? Only do one dot, and let it finish.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to cancel my shield here. And I'm wearing 320 plus shadow res. So I'm overcapped. He's going to first aid back to full. And he's going to dot me. And you're going to see something here. Okay, so he dotted me. Now the first tick had no partial resist, right? Now, every consecutive tick after that will not do a resist check.
Oh my god, no.
You see? every tick will do full damage.
Except that
You see
one,
that?
or whatever.
So I was actually dying faster wearing full shadow res gear, because all the ticks don't check the resist RNG, and I feel like it wasn't like that. I never actually tested this against the shadow priest, so it might be different because he has shadow weaving. But I tested it against a regular priest.
Like,
So
y'all
again,
are saying
if I get it on the
that
first
actually
tick,
might
you
be
will
how it
notice
was. I wish it wasn't like
tested
that,
this
but I
with
think that's
Hydra.
how it is.
Okay, we got partial here. You see?
Early
See how
classic, it was
every
not like
tick
that. Oh.
Has almost every tick has partials. That's because if the first dot tick doesn't resist, every tick will check for the RNG. So this is just unlucky, but you can see here 3 in a row, 4 in a row. So the reason why I completely scrapped the shadow res is because I think that's a bug. I don't think it's intended to work like that.
I don't know.
And not
He
only
might
is
be right.
shadow resistance bugged, but also fire resists is bugged. And I think this is something that happened when they changed. You guys remember in TBC when they changed, so the Fell Hunter didn't have a million resist and it would just take partial resist instead? I think that's when this changed. But we can test with more stuff, by the way. I can show you with Mind Blast, another thing. And I can show you with Mana Burn, another thing as well that I noticed, which is complete fucked. But Frost, if you have 300 Frost res, my hit rate is 25%. I have 25% chance to even land my spell. And that's because all my Frost spells apply a slow. So it works.
Oh my
like
god.
that. And it works the same for CC. So if he tries to fear me, he will have like he will extremely low chance to hit it. Try fear me. But that's just the how binary
Resisted.
work. You see fear? The only thing Shadow Res does is basically deny fears. Try burn me. X5. And you're gonna see every single burn will land, but it will do partial damage. And look
But
at
that
my
doesn't
mana.
matter. It's the mana burn, right? Oh
See that?
god.
Every burn is doing 100 damage and burning 800 mana.
Fuck.
You see that? So it's complete fucking useless against mana burn. And then also, Mind Blast has 100% hit rate.
What?
Mind Blast me.
Why does Mind Blast have a 100% hit rate?
Mind Blast can only miss from one. It has only a 1% chance to miss, but it will always do partial damage.
Okay, at least it does partial damage.
Mind Blast will always do partial damage. And this is, I feel like this is not how it used to be, because this is also how fire spells work. Like fire spells that don't apply a debuff, like Scorch and Fire Blast,
Ziqo.
also have a 100% hit rate.
Yeah, dots are crazy. I mean,
So-
warlocks are just...
I actually debated playing Elemental Mage because of this, but I felt like it would be too bad into like rogues and stuff. So yeah, I spent all that time farming this this Shadow Res gear
for
and
nothing.
working on this strat for it to in the end just be completely fucking trash anyway, and I would just have to go with like my emergency strat. So the strat that I actually did use was like a last resort type of strat. I had something else prepared, you know, for the finals if I fought Snutz. But yeah.
And
That's the way it
Snutz took
goes.
10 days
I'm pretty
off.
sure the partial thing
I
is
mean,
dead,
I-
though.
Snutz is
I
a
don't know if dot
godly
notifications are
player.
supposed to resist,
Best
but for
warlock
sure,
in the game, or at least
if
top
the first
of
dot
the
checks
warlocks,
the
right? He's
resist,
in that best warlock
RNG
group.
And then all of the rest of the dots do.
But, like, it just sucks to see...
versus if the first dots does full damage.
All
and then
this
of them
effort
do
for
full
nothing.
damage, that sounds like a coding issue. That does not sound like that's how it's supposed to be.
Fuck.
Because every individual dot should check the resist RNG. I'm not making any excuses. I probably would have still lost, by the way, but I'm just saying that was my idea that I had going into it.
No, I think he would have won if that shit... If
So I wasted all my gold, basically. It would have been fun to watch the melee mage, huh? With the
I would have loved...
staff.
Imagine that
This
being the
staff is
finals.
actually OP as
Ziqo
fuck.
comes
That
in, no
DPS
one knows
staff
what's
that you
going
can
on.
get
He's
without
just
raiding.
meleeing him.
The staff is like only a little bit lower DPS than.
No one's like,
Beast
what the
Force.
fuck is Ziqo doing? Why is he meleeing?
Yeah, so that.
He's
that was
just
my- that was my
trolling,
plan. I
but,
planned for a
like,
month,
Actually,
every
the
day,
strategy.
To have a reliable way to beat warlocks. It's a shame it didn't work, but yeah. I don't want you guys to think I wasn't prepared for anything. I was.
Why didn't you wear shadow resist, you fucking idiot? Thought you were good. Why didn't you, motherfucker? Have some faith. My boy looked it up. He did the fucking research.
But last
Damn.
minute, I should have tested it earlier. If I tested it earlier, I would have had more time to figure out like a new strat. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a bug with the dots. Because I die faster wearing 300 shadow res than if I'm wearing just stamina gear. Which is why I didn't even bring any of it out of the bank.
Classic panel. I have it open. I'm waiting for it. That's an interesting video. Yeah, I wonder, maybe they make all dots get affected. Every single tick should be affected by that shadow resist. That would be pretty cool. That's why I didn't think Warlocks would do so well. Because, you know, resistances fuck people. And Shadow Res is like the easiest resistance to get in the game. But it doesn't matter.